All right,
I don't know. I don't know
we're
what to do.
live. We're live.
Is that the official thing?
Yep, we're live one way or another. And Shane's ordering room service here. This guy. He goes to Boston. He thinks he's hot shit.
Thirsty, dude.
Shane's gonna order the dinosaur chicken nuggets with smiley French fries, and they can't be touching, and he needs ranch dressing.
Can you hear it?
I could hear it ringing. Shane, just ask for a Big Mac. Can you put it on speaker? Give the audience what they want.
Can you hear it ring?
No, I can't. No. I ain't getting it, Shane. I ain't getting it. No.
Huh. They're not even answering. Maybe room service is out.
Maybe you need to be in the penthouse where where they
Yeah, this isn't
appreciate
good
your
enough.
yeah. All right, so it's been about 3 weeks since we've last recorded, and
And about an hour and 15 minutes of us trying to get this to work on a Mac.
yes, but Brandon's the smart one here. He's the real producer of this show, as we're on Zoom today.
Yeah, real high quality, real nice.
Hey, at least it's better than your Discord buddy.
Have you ever seen the TikToks of that one guy that smells cologne? And he's like, "Oh, this is real fresh and delight and nice and fresh."
It's funny
That's
you
what
say
his
that.
is
I
like.
I actually just saw him for the first time yesterday.
Yeah, he loves his fragrance.
Pretty goofy, if you ask me.
Yeah.
All right, Shane, we're here. This is now week 7 of the Fantasy Football League, and Quandale Dingle finds himself 1-5. Dingle mode has been deactivated. He lost in a tight matchup last week. He lost 79.1 to 71.7. A real barn burner there. Quandale Dingle tallies his 5th loss of the year and still sits a bottom of the league standings.
So as far as points for, oh, you're not doing so hot, bud.
That's news to
Quandale
me.
Dingle, Quandale Dingle points for 547, and I think I'm top, right? Yeah. So Doodle Mia River has 819.
You almost have 300 more points than I do.
I almost do. Yeah.
Well, you're not
Well,
telling the whole
there's
story here. Listen, I have.
I'm 4-2. There. That's the whole story. Your team's bad. No,
Well,
you've just
hold
been
on.
getting really
Hold on.
unlucky.
Well, here. Okay, no, here's the full story. I have the lowest points for, and I have the second lowest points against. So I'm just complete dog shit. No, no. So not only is no one scoring against me, but I can't score at all. So, and
Yeah.
I've also made the most moves in the league by a large margin. In second place with the most moves is Doodle Me and River with 7, but I claim the number 1 spot with 19 moves so far.
My God, dude. So you don't even have the same team.
No,
There's
no,
no shot.
no. I mean, what I'm trying
Well,
out there
here's
right
the
now,
thing
this ain't
that
it.
we made the only trade in the entire league,
Yeah, that's it.
and if Michael Thomas decides to play,
His little
because
pinky toe, he needs pedicure or something because he
dude,
ain't getting out there and playing football lately.
I have him in my other 2 leagues. Been waiting to start him. Just got DeAndre Hopkins back. I have him in every single league.
Man, I'll tell you what, Shane trades me Michael Thomas and James Robinson. James Robinson is shit his pants
And it
since he's
was
been on the
right.
team.
You know that crazy. Yeah, the crazy thing is right whenever the week we traded, I think he had like 20, 20, 15 something. Like
He
he was a
had
good back. I just had my backs were so good that I didn't need him.
he put up 20 points the first week I had him. I was like, yeah, this is it. And then Michael Thomas put up 4, and he's been hurt ever since. And James
Yeah,
Robinson has combined 14 points in the last 3 weeks. So you do the math on how this is
yeah.
going for Quandale Dingle and company. Michael Thomas put up 9.9 in the game against Carolina, but he got hurt.
So
Got hurt.
realistically, I feel like once Thomas comes back, it should be fine. Like even if James Robinson does nothing, I feel like I genuinely feel like Michael Thomas will do just as good, if not, yeah, I think just as good as Jamar Chase would.
And truly, I look at my running backs are I got Brees Hall and Alvin Kamara. And I'm also trotting Ezekiel Elliott out there this week. Well, my quarterback's Marcus Mariota.
You should go pick
Zooey
up
mama.
Gino.
I should, but
He's
and
starting it. He's starting in my sleeper league.
he's starting in my sleeper league. He started my last week's sleeper league too, in which I won.
Yeah, he didn't do so hot in the last week, but every other week
No,
he's been doing pretty decent. I have Aaron Rodgers and he's benched.
I don't blame you. I do not blame you. Oh man, I just realized I'm 0-3 in my division. My only win comes against the fourth overall team. Oh, I don't know. They were 3-0 until they came into Dingle country.
Yeah, then you put him on a losing streak.
And then he just demolished the best team in the
Dude,
league. So
the craziest thing with that, so I don't know is our grandfather's team,
mhm.
and he had Jonathan Taylor and I forget who else he had. He had some other random receiver. They were both out.
Brandon Cooks, I
So
think it might have been.
yeah, possibly. So he called me. We went on the waivers. I told him to pick up Jackson, and I told him to put Ayuk into his flex. Both popped off.
They did, but
Best
let it.
best games of their season so far. I think for both. Yeah,
I mean, Jackson definitely. That's his first. Might be
yeah.
his
That's his
first
first
career
start.
start. Honestly,
Ayuk's next best game was 13 points in PPR, and this week he had 28.3.
that's some good stuff right there. But just let it be known that, oh, I don't know, came into Dingle country and he left a loser. Wait,
Everyone else though, everyone else has been kind of
everyone
chill.
everyone else
Everybody,
is everyone else has been successful in Dingle country except for, oh, I don't know, which I won a riveting game 98.9 to 85.86. And
a pretty decent game.
the funniest part about that was I was obviously winless at that point, and I said, well, they told me at work if I lose this week, if Quandell Dingle loses this week, he gets fired from his job. The one week he got threatened his career, he pulled through. So maybe if I tell Quandale Dingle again that, like, hey man, just got the news from the higher ups. If you lose this week, you're out again. So maybe I just gotta fire up the troops and tell them job's on the line.
I think
Quandale
you're just
Dingle
gonna lose
need
your job.
you said that last time, and Quandale Dingle prevailed. So he likes adversity. You know, he's got him. He's got the league right where he wants him. He's he's a sleeping giant, Shane. I'm telling you,
He is.
strikes when you least expect it. Oh, I
Did we show the upgraded version?
I have not shared a Dingle mode activated.
Yeah, you're
No,
gonna have to share that.
yeah, because I mean it's glorious. Quite frankly, I know Shane is a big fan of Dingle mode. So Dingle, for those of you that don't know, Dingle mode is what happens to Quandale Dingle when he secures a victory. It's quite the rare feat, so you've got to really pay attention when it does happen because it doesn't it doesn't come around very often. But when it does, whoa baby! Hold on, let's see here. I gotta get out the share screen. Oh man, this is just
If
a
only it wasn't a
nightmare.
Mac.
Hey buddy, listen here. It's better than your Discord that we tried. All right, I'm going to share screen. All right, Dingle mode is being presented. Whoops.
That's actually a funny picture on the computer.
Dingle mode. So you see, the vibe got killed because so the plan was as he secures more wins, like on it goes on a win streak, some might even say, Dingle mode increases. The intensity increases of Quandale Dingle. So he has laser eyes when he gets one win, 2 wins. I don't know. I might throw like a chain on him. 3 wins. I don't know. Maybe just has like sharks with lasers on their heads behind them. I don't know, but I hope we get past the 1 win Dingle mode. That's I'm hoping that can be a thing, which I think I have a chance this week. I don't know, but yeah, that's Dingle mode.
I feel like I should come up with one now that we're kind of like what 6 games in.
Oh yeah, we're cruising.
All my
Doodle
team,
me.
dude. I won last week in my ESPN league with Alvin or no Dalvin Cook and Alexander Madison, my starting running backs. Because
Jeez.
I have Dalvin and Josh Jacobs, and that's it.
Hmm.
I have no running backs, and no one will trade me.
Man, and I mean we're the only ones in our league that have made a trade, so I feel like it's just people are very shy of trades. They don't want to feel like they're getting fleeced, and it's not what we do around here. Dingle's a good man. Shit, Dingle's garbage. What does Dingle care at this point, honestly? That's why, like, I'll admit there's about an hour every day. I'm like, man, this is awful. Who could I trade? What I'm looking at like people's backup quarterbacks. I'll trade someone Ezekiel Elliott for a better quarterback than Marcus Mariota. I've been trotting out Carson Wentz the past 3 weeks.
I don't
I
even have one.
Oh man, I saw Kirk Cousins on the ACL tears bench. I was
Yeah,
about to inquire about backup quarterback Kirk Cousins, fantasy backup quarterback, folks. I think he was trotting out Jalen Hurts to start. But yeah, that's where Quandale Dingle stands at 1-5, lowest points for, second lowest points against, and I think that tells the complete story. And
how do your other fantasy leagues? How have they been?
oh, let's break it down, shall we?
How many
So
leagues you in?
5.
18? Oh.
I mean, I think I'm glad I'm only in 5 because I'm not doing too hot. So the Fantasy Stranglers, um, which is the Tattletale Strangler from SpongeBob, that is my logo. We're 1-5.
I see a trend.
Oh, it gets better. It gets better. I promise you that. All right. Smock Zooey Mama is me, and I find myself at 4-2 and first in my division. Yes.
That's good.
I hold a game lead in my division, and I have the third most points scored. So do with that what you will. And then we go over to my other team, Fantasy Football Daddy. Second place in that division, 3-3. But I have the highest point total in this division by 50 points. So we had a rough break last week. I'm not gonna lie. So I lost by 0.32 points.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I think I've had close to that, but I don't know if that to that extent.
So the worst part was going into the night, I was down, or I was down maybe like 6 points, something like that. I had Justin Herbert and he had the Chargers defense. And the muff punt that the Chargers recovered on the last play before they kicked the field goal cost me that. Well, actually, it was Justin Herbert's inability to actually throw the ball was the problem, but that's
Yeah.
besides the point. I mean, what are we gonna do?
How's
But
he been doing this year comparatively to last year?
he's been honestly kind of mid-ish. He's been good. He's
He was
fallen off
pretty decent
lately.
last year,
So he went 23.
fantasy wise.
Yeah. He went 23, 23, 12, 21, 14, 8.
Yeah, makes sense.
But I mean,
That is weird.
Denver's a tough one, but he plays Seattle this week, so I'm looking for
Well,
a big
and
bounce
he has
back.
Keenan coming back.
That's huge. That is huge. But Seattle, I mean, this should be a pop off week. I'm hoping to get back in the win column, hopefully reclaim first in my division. The worst part was I was counting that win. I was counting myself 4-2, padding that lead a little bit. But what are you gonna do? You know what it's
Nothing.
time for. You know what it's time for, Shane.
What?
Doodle trivia.
I don't have anything. That's when you ask me questions, right?
Yes, it's not
Okay,
called
okay.
Brandon trivia, Shane.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
You know what? No, just for your attitude, we're not doing it anymore. I'm done.
You're just gonna give up.
I'm done with this whole podcast.
Let's just stay silent for the rest of it.
All right, what we're gonna go to animal questions first. How all right, I started now. How long is the gestation period of an African elephant?
I don't even know how long I don't know. I don't even know a good guess.
Shane, just say a number, bud.
3.
3 what?
3.
3 what? Give me a time frame, Shane. Seconds, days, months, hours,
I don't
decades,
know.
centuries.
Weeks.
It's gonna be 22 months. You were just shy. Oh for 1 on Doodle trivia.
That's a bad one.
All right, we'll go into the pop culture section. Which Avenger is the only one who can calm down the Hulk?
Black Widow.
Correct. We go to 1-1 on Doodle
I'm
Trivia today.
dude. The funny thing is I'm awful with names. Like any name, even if it's just a character name. I'm surprised I just got that. I would have known visually. I would have known who it was, but I'm just so awful with names. It would have been gone past me.
Shane's
If I
definitely been
was.
watching She-Hulk twerk on Disney Plus lately. I know that for a
But
fact.
did you watch that?
No, it looks awful.
Yeah, I don't even want to entertain it.
Why would I subject myself to that? Let's see. We're gonna go to a little sports trivia. Hmm.
Bears.
The Bears. Which hockey team did Wayne Gretzky play for in the 80s?
Penguins.
No. No, Shane. That's
I don't
Mario
know. I
It's
don't
not
know
even
hockey.
Mario Lemieux, actually. You're looking for the Edmonton Oilers. Yes.
Would have never guessed. I don't
All
know,
right.
dude. We just talked about that. I've only been to one hockey game, and that's about the. I know Sidney Crosby
And
and some
you
dude
can
with an M.
Malkin.
Yep.
Yep, dude. Well,
And
there it is.
yep. Yeah.
What about Jake Gensel? When he scores a goal, you get a
I don't
free
know who that
or
is.
discount half off Jake Shake at Milkshake Factory. Highly worth it. That was my go-to at a pit. Anytime Jake would score a goal, I'd scurry on over to Forbes and snag a half off Jake Shake.
Is that really what you do?
Yeah,
That's cool.
dude, they're good. I mean, they're still like $5, but
Yeah.
expensive. I blame inflation. In this economy, Shane, I can't be doing that.
Jake Flation.
Jake Flation. Who is the richest person in the world as of 2021?
um. So I know Elon Musk took over. Yeah, I think that was he took over in 21. So I'm gonna say him.
That is incorrect. We were looking for
Jeff
Mr.
Bezos.
Safeway. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
no, you're right. It was Elon Musk. It was
Safe.
indeed
I should have guessed Safeway. That's my bad.
Mr. Safeway as of 2021. I don't know if he got bumped out come 2022, but
It was gonna go Musk, Bezos, Safeway. I just
Safeway.
wasn't.
Well, he really
Yeah.
hit it. He hit a hot streak towards the back end of 2020 to kind of bump
Well,
him
yeah,
up.
dude. That's what I'm saying. COVID kind of tossed them up, and I got confused.
It's an honest mistake there. All right, we're gonna go to law and politics questions here.
Aggravated assault.
Which American president was involved in the Watergate scandal?
Fuck. I don't know.
I
I'll
don't
just
think he was a
say,
president.
huh?
Nothing. Just don't mind me.
You don't. Okay, so was that? Would that just throw me off if I listened to that?
I no, I was just being stupid for 5 seconds. Just ignore me.
So just gauge my time frame. Was it like within the past 40 years?
All right. Apparently, I know nothing about American history either, because I think that sounds right. I have no idea when Watergate occurred. It's it. It's in Forrest Gump. So whenever that movie
I'm gonna
was
guess
supposed to be setting,
Clinton.
no, he had other issues. He had Monica Lewinsky. So
If that's an issue,
uh,
some would say yes. He would say no.
yes. What does Hillary say? She's still with the guy. So
I don't think it was an issue for her.
no. Shane,
Not big enough.
I'll give you one more
I don't know.
presidential guess. I forget now. I just had the answer pulled up. There it is.
I don't know, but Bush Senior.
This is your hint, Doodle.
I
Come
don't know
on, Doodle.
I don't know what kind of fucking hint that is.
Shane, do you just want the answer? Because we're getting nowhere here.
Go for it.
That would be Richard Nixon.
Hmm.
Donald Trump and which North Korean leader are known to trade threats over the internet?
Isn't isn't Putin one of them North Koreans?
That would
No,
be
Kim Jong Un.
yes. There you go. We got you. But all right, and then on to my next little bit of content here is so Shane, do you like seafood?
Yeah,
Do you like crabs?
yeah.
Well, you're in for a doozy now then, because billions of snow crabs have disappeared from Alaskan waters.
When?
I'm going to be honest. So I did a little research. I was curious on what the statistical data of this was. It was approximately 3 weeks ago these crabs disappeared on the date of our last episode drop. Coincidence? I think not. We had a long hiatus and the snow crabs disappeared.
And I've just been gone. I'm in another state right now.
So I think once the snow crabs get the info that we dropped an episode, they'll come back.
Dude, wouldn't that be the most wild coincidence if like they were like, oh, actually we found them on October 20th.
Yeah, I don't know. They just were looking at this BS podcast bullshit.
And then
It's
someone scours the internet and tracks the dates to when we published and they're trying to find correlations.
yeah, I mean, like whenever we have 1 billion views on this next episode, people will know why, because the snow crabs were tuned in. They caught this energy. They can sense when we're recording, and they knew we were gone. So
You know who's gonna push us through the roof?
who
Old Alex Jones.
is
Alex
he? The
Jones?
Infowars guy? Oh, he's in a lot of
Yes,
hot
sir.
water right now,
Yes, he is. We were actually
like
just talking about him. That's why I brought him up.
like a boiling crab would be. But
Yeah. He what he get 928 million or something like
I was
that.
gonna say I thought it was almost billions for his legal issues.
Yeah. He was I don't know if you saw, but I think he was live streaming it or he recorded it, and he was like he was recording his reaction live to it happening, and he was like you get 100 million, you get 100 million.
Oh no! I mean that's a
Yeah.
lot. I mean, I don't think
He's not going to pay it.
I don't know.
He's not a billionaire. He doesn't. Well, one, he doesn't have the money, and two, he can just neglect. What's it called? He can just fight it back in court. Like he'll just
Appeal.
keep going back and forth on him.
Yeah. Yes. I mean that's a lot of money. Obviously. I mean, he kind of gets what he deserves, quite frankly, for some of the stuff he's done. But
I don't know if it's worth $1 billion though.
it's a lot.
I mean, I don't know if he did $1 billion worth of damage.
Shane, I think you did $1 billion worth of damage to that MacBook over there because like we said, we had to resort to Zoom today.
The fans were spinning, dude. My fans were spinning.
The ironic part is it actually sounded more like my Microsoft products do, because the old MacBook on Zoom, she's doing just fine. We're cruising
Yeah, it's actually not making any noise now.
because
Thinking about
Zoom, I remember a
Zoomy
time when this
mama.
Zoom me mom. I remember a time when this podcast was in its infancy, and old Brandon said, "You know what? We should just record on Zoom." And Shane said, "I ain't doing that. We're putting it on a real streaming service, Discord." And look what the cat dragged in. We're on Zoom, man.
Yep, we're on shitty Zoom on shitty Macs.
But hey, I think I should be given the title producer today, because if it weren't for me,
Yeah,
the
you're
folks
handling it.
the folks and the snow crabs would not be getting this episode. So whenever it comes
Dude, the
December,
snow crabs aren't getting it either. They're gone. We
dude,
have high hopes for them.
how do we just lose 1 billion crabs? I think that's the biggest part people are glossing over. 1 billion of anything is a lot.
I don't know how to explain this, but I don't understand how we lost them. Like, and what I mean by that is, how did we know we had 1 billion to lose? How
Because
do you count 1 billion? No, how do you count that many crabs? Do you understand what I'm saying?
They outsourced me and I counted each individual crab.
They just sent you down. They just sent you down to the bottom of the ocean in a submarine, and you just sat down there for weeks counting.
You should see me with not even anything electronic, just a clipboard and pencil.
You have a little baseball clicker in your hand.
That's me. Actually, yeah, that was me so that's why they sent me down there for a recount the past 3 weeks, and I came up empty. So I got fired, and that's why I'm back. They're like, "Brandon, how'd you lose 1 billion crabs?" And I'm like, "Listen, gang, I don't know. They just kind of vanished on me." Actually, you know what happened was I probably counted the same crab 1 billion times, and then he left, and I'm like, "Oh shit, we lost 1 billion crabs."
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I just see you going down in a submarine, there being like a pile of like 30 crabs, and then you
Yeah.
just keep losing track and you just keep counting the same ones. Where was I at? Oh yeah, 31.
It's just yeah. So apparently, I guess they just calculate the mass of like they do radar sensing and then they calculate the mass and then
Yeah, I
that's.
figured.
But I would like to envision just Jim Bob in a submarine with his clicker down there, just counting billion crabs. And then he's
Yep,
like,
coach, we got about 1 billion this time.
and then I
Usually it's like 350, 400 million. This time I worked real hard. I got a bigger clicker this time too, and I counted a bunch more. I swear to God. He's
then,
like, that's why I got 1,000 hours over this time. I found a lot more crabs. He gets paid.
I like how a guy I could we basically made a guy named Cletus go down a submarine, got count crabs.
somehow a dude named Cletus with that accent is smart. I'm not people with that accent. I'm sure are smart enough to go down, but we made him have that accent. He's smart enough. He has his college education. He's running the submarine and he's counting the crabs with a clicker.
But then I feel like the funniest part is like he probably surfaced for a little bit. He's like, all right, here's the number, gang. Then oh man, this meeting will end in 10 minutes. Oh no, I have to upgrade now. But anyway, I could just. How long were we recording for? We have to do like part 2. But anyway, I could just see Cletus going back down, be like, "What in tarnation? Where'd they all go?" It's just baffled.
His boss's name is like what's a good boss name?
Jim Bob.
Cletus. No, it has to be like an actual.
I can see being a Mark.
Yeah, Mark, Robert.
Mark,
he comes
Robert.
up. He's like, hey, Mark, I don't know about this anymore. I'm going down there and I'm holding my breath. And I just can't do it anymore. They're like, Jim, you're in a submarine, brother.
It was Cletus.
You're good to breathe. Or Cletus, you're good to breathe, brother.
The funny part is this.
I was wondering how everybody else was okay. I was really struggling down there. I'm telling you, I was really trying to hold my breath and get my counting done, but I was kind of getting dizzy down there. I'm being honest with you.
Cletus was actually hallucinating down there. There was never a
he was just holding his breath for so long.
But the funniest part is like this is actually a scientific study that has been done, and this is actually like an issue, like because how did we lose that many crabs in the first place? But it's just like then we just put old Cletus in a tin can down there and set him down with the clicker. But yeah, that's we only got 10 minutes. How long have we been recording? It's gonna be a short episode.
Not long.
Oh man, 20.
Thank God we moved to Zoom.
Yeah, I have to upgrade if we're going to be doing that. And as we all know, we've definitely taken a net loss in this podcast. And after all my sunk costs of fantasy football, I'm really going to be hurting.
Yeah, it's not going well.
No, I might have to take up Cletus's position as the snow crab counter. Oh man, but yeah, Shane's in Boston. He's throwing a little Lipton in the harbor somewhere, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that's a Boston Tea Party joke.
Oh, thank you. Didn't know. No clue.
Well, you didn't know that it was Richard Nixon with Watergate, but
yeah, my bad.
Just thought I'd throw that up.
You definitely knew just because you knew, not because you looked it up or anything.
Exactly. I can't. I had my nose in those textbooks these past 3 weeks trying to get doodle trivia ready.
Dude, I'm not a history buff at all. I don't know anything about history.
That is one of my worst subjects, and it
tech,
isn't.
I'm tech. I'm good. I'm in Boston because of tech.
Yeah, math.
I'm not in Boston because I knew of the Watergate.
Math is good stuff. I like me some math.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really take business classes in high school per se, but then at the University of Pittsburgh, I did. Oh, did I ever? I just got my first alumni magazine this past week. I did read a little bit of it.
Did they ask for a donation already?
No, they didn't do that. They got enough of that.
No, they'll ask. No, they ask you for donations.
Oh, I know they do, but
yeah, they'll ask you like every other month.
You know what, Shane? One of these days, I'm going to be in that magazine for having a way subpar podcast. I'll be like, Brandon in his spare time since graduating the University of Pittsburgh has put out 9 episodes of a podcast, and he said he's not
Hopefully
donating.
They don't quote us.
Yeah, and he said he's not donating to the university, so we don't know why we wrote about him here. But no, Kenny Pickett was in my magazine actually.
Was he?
Yeah, because he was a peer of mine, a fellow pupil. He graduated in 2020 from the College of Business Administration.
What year do you think you'll be in?
What year am I going to be in the magazine?
Yeah,
If all goes according to plan, 2029.
not bad. 7 years?
I got 7 years to be a
30
billionaire.
under 30?
Yeah. Well, listen, Shane. Whenever I'm going to start
What's
training
your
for the NFL here tonight.
what's your plans for to become a billionaire?
Well, you see, this involves a lot of lottery. I'm going.
And a guy named Billy Bob.
I got
Jim Bob and Billy Bob.
Jim Bob, and Cletus. I told them to go find every lottery ticket machine they can, and they pay for it. I scratch them off whenever I win. That's the plan. That is the plan. I don't
Have you
know. I
been
don't know.
playing anytime? Have you been playing recently?
I have not. No. Ever since
I
the escapades with the Mega Millions, almost in the billions, I have. I think I played one time since then, and I was like, man, I'm just donating. I'll donate to Pennsylvania, but I won't donate to Pitt. Let's get one thing straight.
yeah, I'll donate to the elderly.
Yeah, because I think I at least have a shot to get something good out of the lottery. What did Pitt ever give to me? Give to me?
Yeah, what did they give you?
Not a degree. I mean, I paid them though.
Yeah,
They
they
got
didn't
my
give you
money.
they didn't give you anything.
No, Shane, I went to New York City this
Yeah, how was
weekend.
that?
It was pretty cool. I was in
Do you have
New
a
York
nice
City.
hotel room? Do you have a nice view?
No,
Just weird.
I mean, as at my
I'm just
friend's house, so
joking.
that was pretty nice. I mean,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was good to catch up with friends. I definitely enjoyed that. One of my favorite moments, I think, was we were on our way to Times Square. My friend's a big Yankees fan because he's in the area, and the Yankees are playing at the time, and they were playing the Guardians as the bottom of the ninth, and they lost. And my friend was like flipping out, like, "Are you kidding me? This team's supposed to be so good and whatnot." And then I look over, this dude's in like a Yankees Letterman jacket, based like leather jacket. It's got his Yankees hat on, and he was watching it on his phone, so he was a little bit behind what we saw. And I just look over, he's like puts his phone down, he's like, "God damn it!" I just had all of New York just getting very upset because the Yankees lost. I was like, that is, and I'm just reveling in it all because I'm like, the Pirates don't break my heart because I have
Yeah, that's
low
what the Pirates do every week.
expectations. No, I have low expectations, so I can't get hurt.
Yeah,
You
that's what I'm
can't.
saying. They do that every week, so there's
Yeah,
no expectations.
yeah. I mean, bar is already here.
Yeah.
I mean, Yankee
So what
fans, if you
else?
don't want, but I went to the top of the World Trade Center. I was on the 102nd floor. That was
Hmm.
electric. I saw Lady Liberty, which that was pretty cool. I went to Times Square, went across the Brooklyn Bridge.
Did you go on the red steps?
I did not. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, the red steps in Times Square.
Oh wait, yeah, I did see those, and I was fed up. Times Square was too much. I was like getting mixtapes thrown my way,
Did you go into
street
the M&M
characters.
place?
No, it was closed because we were there at like 11:30, so it
Oh,
was already
okay.
closed. Everything closes like 10 now, 10 or
Oh,
11.
what time
So
did you go?
I was probably there like 11:30 or midnight almost.
What time did you guys get back?
Probably not until 2.
Oh,
It was a long day in New York City. We started out going to an Army football game in West Point in the
at what time?
afternoon. That was at noon. Then once that game ended, we just hopped on a train basically straight to the city, which took about an hour to get there.
Hmm.
So, and then from I'd say about like 6 to midnight, we were in the city. We packed a
Yeah.
lot in there. It's a good time.
Did you see Central Park?
No, I didn't get there. Did not get there.
I mean, it's okay. Like I think it you. So I didn't know this. I didn't know how dangerous Central Park was. And whenever I went there one time, I walked through Central Park on my own.
Dude, well,
In like I don't even know what time. It might have been like 11 at night.
mm-hmm.
And I was just walking through on my own. And my friends called me. They're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just walking around. I just wanted to see everything on my own. I like just exploring on my own sometimes."
Yeah.
And yeah, I was doing that, and then I figured out how bad it was.
Did anyone approach you or anything like that? Or you just
No,
smooth sailing?
yeah, I didn't see anyone.
Everyone's probably like, look at this lunatic out here. They probably thought you were the
They're like,
crazy
"Oh my
guy.
god, stay away from that guy."
Yeah, probably. That's what my friend said. He's like, if anyone approaches you, like just, or if anything's doing anything crazy, just don't look at them. Like, don't single them out. Basically, like I get that.
Yes,
I get that.
yes.
So I was like, if anything does happen, I'll just act even crazier. They'll be like, oh man, this guy's really wild. Then I'll hit him
Just
with the, hey,
say the
I'm
Pirates
walking.
are a good baseball team, and they won't fuck with you.
Yeah, they'll just be like,
This
oh
dude's
man,
obviously out of his mind.
yeah, Shane, we got a minute on the shot clock here. We
Are
got
you getting
one.
nervous?
Yeah, I mean this sucks, dude. We're no, it doesn't suck. This is a great podcast. We had some highlights. It's gonna be a quick turnaround here. So I honestly think it was a good podcast for the sole purpose of we got to ease the listeners back in. We just didn't throw them for an hour. We gave them about
Yeah.
25 minutes. So I
And
feel
I
like
get
I
to go to
won't.
bed.
Good job, Doodle. I feel like we'll
I
never learn how
appreciate
to
that.
upload this. So it's just gonna be the lost episode. I don't know. It says less than a minute, so I don't know how much longer we have. So I just had to get the slide whistle in there real quick.
You can end the recording whenever you want.
No, we're hitting every. I'm
We
not
drying it
upgrading.
out.
I'm proving a point here that I'm not going to end this recording sooner. Sorry, listeners. This is for my own principles. I don't know, but yeah, this is a good podcast, gang. Great podcast, Shane.
We're just gonna keep saying great podcast until it's over.
Hopefully, Cletus is somewhere right now. He's getting a good snooze. He's